From ghetto to ghetto, the backyard to yard, I sell it whip on whip and soft to hard. I'm the neighborhood pusher, call me subwoofer, cause I pump bass like that jack. On or off the track, I'm heavy cuz ball to your fathers, you can duck to the Fetty Gov. Sorry my love, but I'm seeing through these eyes. Benz convoys with the wagon on the side. Only big boys keep deuces on the ride.
Clipse were a rap duo from Virginia. They were formed in 1992 by brothers using the names Pusha T and Malice. So Malice changed his working name in 2012 to No Malice after a conversion to Christianity. They had a strong connection with Pharrell Williams, who they grew up with, who's a name that I have heard of. Their first album was recorded in 1999, but was never released, but pirate releases found their way out. Actually, I say never released. 2022, it has finally been officially released, apparently. So their first actual album release was in 2002. They ceased to be as a duo in 2010 after 2 more albums, and they've had a couple of partial reunions recently. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the first proper release by Clipse, and this is my first encounter with them, and I wish it was going to be my last. You're going to get the impression very quickly that I was not a fan. So I'm always out of my depth when I come to rap and hip-hop. It's not stuff that I would seek out for myself, and to be honest, some of the stuff that I've heard as a result of doing these reviews has been difficult listening. Some of it has been interesting. I've certainly learnt some stuff. Okay. So I have found that I have a better opinion of hip-hop, rap-based hip-hop, when the music is something that would appeal to me. On this album, there's nothing musically that I really would, that actually engages me. It's very minimal. There's very few grooves that I like. It's occasionally kind of stilted out of time. I think this is kind of a thing that is done on purpose. There's some tinny drum machines and special effects. There's sometimes some notes in there. The notes don't seem to necessarily go anywhere or make sense. I'm not sure if these are samples that are being used or real instruments. And to be honest, at this stage, I really don't care. There's certainly nothing that I recognised in there, and the whole thing sounds like it was thrown together in a weekend to me. Maybe there is a lot more skill to this than I'm giving it credit for. So on to the rapping, which is kind of the focus of the album. Ooh, what do I know about rap? Very little. I can listen to it and think, ooh, I quite like the rhythms there, or I think that's well done. On this occasion, I don't think it was that bad, but it wasn't that engaging. I wasn't particularly taken with either the way it was delivered or the words that we used and the rhymes that we used. It doesn't seem particularly clever or witty like some rap is. I guess one positive is it's not as sweary as some rap, but it's still fairly sweary. It is rap, after all. Content. Now, here's where I really struggle. And I do, admittedly struggle with quite a lot of gangster-based rap. This album is mostly about drugs and money and shooting, some stuff about women. It's almost entirely bragging, especially about money. Its attitude to women and other people is just not nice. The whole thing is toxic, I think, is the word that I would give. Though I did listen to it twice. There was some of the time when I was listening the first time, when I wasn't really listening, it was in the background, I was doing other things, and that was a better way of listening to it because I didn't really take in the words, and I was just bored at that point. So, yeah. There are maybe a couple of things that I would give it some credit for. So I guess, well, one was it could have been swearier. Okay. There is right at the end, there's a little bit of self-criticism in there, which I thought had some merit. And Pharrell Williams, having a connection with them, is here singing little snatches on a few of the tracks. And that's kind of reasonably nice relief. I got a reasonable liking for Pharrell Williams and his voice. But that's about it, really. I'm glad not to have to listen to this album again. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm obviously missing the point as far as some people are concerned, because this album has made it onto this list. I don't understand why, even amongst rap albums, why this is considered to be good enough to be on a list like this. So if you know, if you're a fan, and don't just jump up and down on my head for my opinion. Please just tell me why I'm wrong, and I'd love to know. So please let me know in the comments box below. And that's it from me for now.
Look, you put me where I need to be. Twist you anytime I feel the need. Love your touch and how you set my mind at ease. In Virginia, where you kept me motionless. From that point on, I knew I could never get over this. Now they